I'm going to be using this product. The thing you'll notice is that as it starts to dry, it goes from pink to red. Plumbers have done their base, so lots of progress, but still quite a bit to go. So we're nearing the finish line. Tile still has to do. I've got all the plumbing fixtures out because the plumber's going to be here any minute now. Alright, so as you can see, Dylan's done a quick tape coat on everything. So next step for me is I'm going to be using this product. It's called Red Guard, and it is bright pink, dries red. It's basically a waterproofing membrane. So I'm going to do it on I'm actually going to do it on the whole shower. If you want, so if you have niches like this in your shower, you should 100% be doing a waterproof membrane between the drywall and the tile. So I'm using a product called Red Guard. There's another one, it's called like Aqua Defense, and it's blue. Depending on the home hardware store you go to, that's basically, you know, whatever color. They both do the same thing. So it basically, it's like rubber, basically. It creates like a rubber membrane so that if something in your tile, if the tile cracks or the grout cracks and water gets behind there, what it does is that would run, basically it would get behind and it would hit that rubber membrane as opposed to hitting your drywall. So it goes and it'll run, I'm gonna do the whole shower. So it would just run down, and then you have, if you guys can see this, this is a rubber, it's called a shower pan, and the tile will go on top of that. So it basically goes from the rubber membrane and it runs right down into this rubber pan and out into the drain. So it's just some extra protection for your drywall. One extra step, but in the long run, it'll make a big difference in how long everything kind of holds up and lasts. So I gotta paint this whole area, at least one coat. I'm gonna see how thick and sealed up one coat looks. So we might have to do 2 coats, but it dries within hour and a half, it says. So yeah, I'm gonna get to painting this on. It's, I mean, as you can see, it's very, I mean, it's a rubber membrane, right? So it's pretty thick and not the easiest thing to paint on in the world, but we're gonna get going. see I've got the first wall done. Now you'll notice I didn't go all the way to the top. I don't think water is going to be going any higher than that, so I'm not going to worry about that. And then the other thing you'll notice is that as it starts to dry, it goes from pink to red. And that's actually one of the ways that you know it's dry and you know when you do your second coat. First of all, hi Prince. Hi cutie. I wanted to give you a quick update. I think the last time I took a video, I painted that. Okay, so threw primer on the walls so they are nice and bright. Plumbers have done their base, so it's nice and sloped towards the drain, and that's waterproofed. They've laid the floor, they've grouted the floor, so this is done. Now, the next thing I need to do is I want to get the ceiling and the walls painted. In order to do that though, that is where the old ceiling fan was, and we didn't want a hole there anymore, so I have to repair that hole, and Dylan is going to install, zoom in a little bit here. Okay, so I have to repair that hole, and then Dylan's got to install the exhaust fan there, so that will be covered up. But I'm going to show you. Just going to get this done quickly here. So I've got a piece of drywall. I'm going to do what's called a California patch, and I will show you what I mean. You're going to need a piece of drywall, tape measure, an X-Acto knife, and then I've got my mudding. I'm using sheetrock 20 for the first coat because I want to be painting the ceiling tomorrow. So I want to get a couple coats in today, so I need it to dry really quick. Sheetrock 20, for those of you that don't know, that number is basically your dry time. So we've got, actually, see, that's a bag of sheetrock 45. So depending on how long you're going to be mudding for, if you're doing like a whole room in one go, you can't use 20 or 45 because that you need more minutes than that, right? So you're going to use standard mud. I'm just doing a small hole, so 20 minutes of working time. I'm going to get the patch totally ready to go and sized, and then mix it. So I've got 20 minutes of working time before it dries. So that's kind of how those numbers work. So if you're doing a quick repair, you can normally use sheetrock 20, and that means you can get more coats in a day, speed things up. So I'm gonna get working away on this and show you how to make the California patch. The only thing I've done so far is measured the hole, and then I want an inch overhang on either size for the patch. So I've got to cut it out to be 5.5 inches. So I'm going to get going on that, and I'll take you along and show you what I do. Okay, so I'm gonna make the California patch. You're going to cut on the back side, which basically looks like cardboard. And you're just going to run your X-Acto knife along it, score it, and then give a tap on the other side to snap it, and score on this side. Side, again, just do a tap. Score. And there we go. So this is the 5x5. Now we have to create the California patch. So basically, what we're gonna do is we're gonna create a mark, an inch, score an inch all the way around. Now this is going to end up being square at first, so I will have to do some finagling to actually get it to be a circle. But this is where we're going to start. So now what we're gonna do, so you've snapped it, instead of running the X-Acto knife, what you're gonna do is, it just has to be in all the action, right? You're gonna very gently peel off the drywall, so you just have this paper left. I don't need all this extra paper. Okay. And then just, if there's any like residual drywall, just take that off so it'll lay nice and flat. gonna start with just trimming the corners and see how that fits.
So you can see I've got the patch and it fits in now. So it goes in and this sits flush. So I've got it where I want it to be. You're gonna go mix up the mud and then I've got 20 minutes to work with it and get it in place.
Okay, so the patch is up. I did a first coat. Now, you'll notice with the first coat, it's not gonna look pretty after the first coat, and that's not the point. The point of the first coat is basically just to get it all stuck up there and fill in any big holes. So I'm gonna let this dry, and then after it's dry, I'll come back. And I didn't go too far out, right? Because as you do more coats, that's when you really start to feather it out, and so it makes it kind of a seamless process. But I will take you along and then show you, you know, obviously what it looks like when it's all done. Update. Okay, so it's not done, but the tile floor is down, the tub is kind of in place. The fireplace cover is on. That's just me kind of playing around with some styling. So we've got the baseboard just around the tub, so we could slide that into place. We still have to finish the window trim piece, mount the TV up. Obviously none of the plumbing fixtures are in yet either because the tile's not done. So got our kind of toilet niche back there, and then the shower still needs to be done, but all the stuff is ready for that. And then the vanity, it's not mounted yet, we just kind of slid it into place. I still have to, all the hardware is, you know, here. It's just like kind of turned around for when they ship it. So I've got to turn around all of that, and then we've got the mirrors came in as well. So lots of progress, but still quite a bit to go. And then the ceiling, the fan, and all the pot lights are, that's done. So I'm going to make a bathtub tray. And that, like, basically while we're waiting for the tile to get finished, because I can't bring back the electricians and the plumbers until all the tiling is done. So in the meantime, I'm just starting to kind of collect some decor pieces. I'm gonna DIY a bathtub tray. I might do that, I don't know. I might put it in this video. If not, it'll be a separate video. It is a really quick, easy DIY to do. So I'm gonna show you that in some video. And then I'm gonna turn around all that hardware and mount the mirrors and, you know, kind of putter along here while we're waiting for the tile to be finished. All right, so it is totally chaotic in here, but it's almost done. Okay, so we're nearing the finish line. Tile still has to do around the niches and then all the grouting. And then we'll get the vanity pushed back into the corner here and the other mirror hung up. We've already got it ready to go. We're just waiting for it to finish grouting. So yeah, electricians, so the tilers are coming back today to finish all of their stuff in the shower. The electricians are coming back to do their trim out of the remaining light fixtures and receptacles tomorrow. And then the day after that, the plumbers are coming to install all of the fixtures. So we've got the cover on the fireplace. We got the TV mounted. And I can't turn it on to show you yet, but it's called, you can see how it's basically mounted flush with the wall. It is a frame, it's a Samsung frame TV. So when it's plugged in, when it's off, it'll look like a picture frame as opposed to looking like a black TV. And then I did order some custom blinds from Blinds to go on that window. They're in production. And then what we're doing right now, Dylan's just out in the shop and he's cutting the rest of the baseboard to pop in this area. And then we're gonna hang up some shelves to go here. I'm gonna do 3 shelves to go above the toilet. And these are the caps. I got these from IKEA. They come in like a nickel, like chrome color. So I just spray painted them black and then or gold, and the shelves are white. So yeah, it's coming along. Basically in the next couple days, this is gonna go through a major transformation with the tile being done, electrical, plumbing fixtures, all the shelves, all the decor. It's gonna look very, very different in the next couple days. All right, so we have light. I've got all the plumbing fixtures out because the plumber's gonna be here any minute now. Obviously the fireplace is working, the TV's turned on, the chandelier's in. Obviously you guys saw the pot lights and the fan was already on. And then we've got our 2 pendant lights. So yeah, all the plumbing fixtures, and then this will be, they should be here for a few hours installing everything. Once that's all done, I'll show you what all the fixtures look like, and then that'll be the end of this video, because next up after that is going to be just the finishing touches. We still have to pop on a piece of window trim there, but that's minor. But then it's the fun part where I get to decorate everything. All right, so all the plumbing is in and done. I'm obsessed with this tub fixture. And then, of course, the double shower, and then the 2 vanities. So it's pretty bare in here, obviously. So next up for me is I'm going to decorate. But I'm gonna end this video here. And then basically I'll do kind of the decorating and all the finishing touches in the next video. Let me know what you guys think.